Welcome back. A ceasefire between Azerbaijan and ethnic Armenians in the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh has entered its third day with reports of minor violations. The long-frozen conflict reignited last weekend and lasted until a truce was agreed in Moscow during a meeting between the country's generals. Azerbaijan views the region as occupied territory and has ordered Armenian forces to leave. RT correspondent Murad Gazdiev sent us this report from the front line.
In any conflict, there's an epicenter. Here, it is one specific village that we tried to get to multiple times. No luck, it was too dangerous. Until now.
Talish village, or what's left of it. The place has been almost entirely abandoned. What residents remain are packing up and leaving. Men say they'll stay and defend the place. The ceasefire itself is largely holding. There are violations, and we're hearing small arms fire from the border, which is not far from here, where Azerbaijani forces and Armenian forces are separated. But as you can see for yourself, the place it's been through hell. The artillery barrages that hit this place, they were powerful.
Barely a single house has been spared. Every street is peppered with shrapnel. There's no love lost between the two sides.
А вот насчет этого перемирия, вы как, оптимистично настроены?
С ними помириться?
Ну вообще, вот прекратить огонь.
Огонь, конечно. Конечно.
А мириться?
Мириться с ними? Я ничего не потерял. Родной человек, да. Но есть женщины, 3 сыновей убили. Она будет мириться?
Garrick is packing his family's belongings. He's sending them to safety, but plans to stay and defend the village. And they're not the only ones we saw leaving.
I don't understand. Why can't we live in peace? I don't know what these Azerbaijanis want. Why can't they just live in peace with us?
Sentiment mirrored by villagers in Azerbaijan.
The shells that the Armenian occupiers fired at us landed in our yards and in our farms, terrifying the population and causing injuries. But our army responded in kind.
The Armenian forces have control over the nearby high grounds. From there, they have a direct vantage point over the village of Gorodiz and have been shelling it, along with nearby villages.
Talish is the only village Azerbaijani troops managed to force entry into. They took about half of it before they were thrown back by Armenian defenders. But it wasn't only human casualties. Like this cow's got a shrapnel wound in its back leg. Plenty of dead cattle littered all over the place. And, well, the destruction speaks for itself.
As with nearly all ceasefires, no one's taking a breather. Both sides are using the tentative calm to reinforce and resupply their forces. But after a standoff that's been dragging on for a quarter of a century, no one wants to see this truce fail. Murad Gazdiev, RT, from Nagorno-Karabakh.
Well, here's where the disputed region lies between Azerbaijan and Armenia. And as our correspondent Murad Gazdiev mentioned there, the conflict stretches right back to the previous century when Armenians living in the territory pushed for independence. That's a move which wasn't internationally recognised, and it was followed by years of escalating violence till an eventual ceasefire in 1994. We've marked the areas here in red. They represent where the violence has resumed over the past few days. Meanwhile, Russia's foreign minister is in the Azeri capital at the moment. That's as part of a joint international effort to ensure that the ceasefire holds. RT's correspondent Ilya Petrenko reports from Baku.
Despite reports and accusations from both sides of minor ceasefire violations, the truce appears to be holding, and the foreign ministers of Russia, Iran, and host Azerbaijan are looking into transferring this truce into some kind of long-term peace agreement. So intensive diplomatic efforts here. However, there's another side, another neighbor of Azerbaijan, which is not present here, that is Turkey, whose president questioned Russia's diplomatic commitment.
Azerbaycan, Ermenistan arasında taraf aranacaksa burada en önemli taraf Rusya'dır. Rusya taraf olmayı sever. Rusya Ukrayna'da da taraf olmuştur, Gürcistan'da da taraf olmuştur, şimdi de Suriye'de de taraf olmuştur. Rusya taraf olmayı sever.
Such comments do sound rather strange, especially given the fact that the current truce was actually struck in Moscow by the chiefs of staff of Azerbaijan and Armenia. And also during the meeting between Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and the president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, the Azerbaijani leader praised Russia for taking the initiative and for playing a crucial role in the peace process.
Russia has again taken the initiative, playing the role of mediator in brokering a ceasefire.
So Russia is involved on the highest level, in close contact with both sides. Also, the Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev is traveling to the capital of Armenia, Yerevan, and then going straight to Baku. I'll be letting you know whenever something comes out of these talks.